Hi friends, welcome back to Stockwood channel, a channel where we discuss investing strategies with facts. So friends, in this video we are going to talk about the capital goods sector in India and some of the good stocks in the current market that we can keep in our radar. Alright, so basically for better understanding of this video, I'm going to break this video into four parts. So in the first part, we'll understand about what are capital goods and why there is a huge growth potential for this sector in India. And in the second part, I'm going to discuss about which are some of the good capital goods stocks in the current market and which are the particular companies that we need to target to have a good returns in short term and long term. And in the third and fourth part of this video, I'm going to discuss one of the market leader in the particular industry, and the second is the rising star which would give a multi-bagger returns in the near future. Right, so let's get started. So in this particular section, I'm going to talk about what are capital goods and why there is a good growth potential for this particular sector. So before we deep dive into this section, friends, a humble request for you to like this video and subscribe to my channel so that it encourages me to come with more such videos. So let's get started. So to understand what are capital goods are basically products which doesn't go as a end product to the consumers, while it are the items which is useful for production of such items, right? So if you take some examples of capital goods, it can be machineries, equipments, or vehicles and tools, which will actually not be used by the end consumers like you and me, but these are some of the items that enables for the production of such goods. Right, with that understanding, let us see why there is a huge potential for this sector in India. Right, so you might be aware that there is a huge India story going around everywhere, given that it has the quest to become the global superpower by 2050. Right, and to achieve that, it is everyone has recognized that it has to make significant strides in the engineering sector. Right, also government of India has appointed such forums like the Engineering Export Promotion Council, where it encourages the development of such industries in the domestic market and also help to export such goods in the coming days. Right, to further deep dive into this particular topic, I have made significant research over the internet to understand more about this particular story. Right, this is one of the graph from IBEF, which is the Indian Brand Equity Foundation, which is established by the Ministry of Commerce and Industry of Government of India. So if we see why there is a huge potential for this sector in India, which is basically the capital goods and engineering sector, they have listed down 4 points. That is the robust demand that is going to develop in domestic market and also in the foreign markets. Right, there is a huge capacity creation in major sectors like infrastructure, power, oil and gas, steel, automotive, and consumer durable goods, for which the capital goods are very essential. And this is the reason why they are saying that there will be a huge growth in the capital goods sector. Right, also if we see, there is attractive opportunities that the government has created in terms of providing support to the MSMEs, which will in turn actually will consume more of these capital goods. Right, and also the policies of the current government is quite encouraging to industry. You might have recently seen that the in the current budget, they have allocated a huge amount of sum for the capital investment, and also the policy supports for more and more investment from FDI, that is the foreign direct investment. And recently they have given 100% permission for FDI investment in this sector. And also India being a competitive country compared to its peer countries like China and Philippines in terms of the labor, it is quite attractive for foreign companies to come and establish their companies in India. And also the manpower in India is quite encouraging in terms of having a huge market for semi-skilled and skilled laborers in India. To further see here, in terms of the government policy, India's ease of doing business has been gradually growing from being at around 130 to 140 levels at the global level, has seen almost to levels of 77 and 63 in the recent times, which is actually encouraging more and more companies to come and set up their factories in India. So when more and more companies come and set up their factories in India, automatically the requirement for capital goods will increase, and it will actually help this particular sector in India. Right, moving to the second part, we are seeing here which are some of the top capital goods companies in India. Right, if I search in BSE website to check which are the top capital goods companies in India, you get a list of around 20 to 50 stocks, which I have captured here, which is the first 10 or 15 stocks, where it is coming from different sectors. Right, like ABB is mainly into the industrial equipments and electrical equipments. Bharat Electronics is more on the electronic side. Hindustan Aerospace is more on the aviation sector. Finolex Cables is more on the wires and cables and related electrical equipments, right? So what I have identified here is some product which is necessary for all of these sectors, right? There are some items which is necessary to build for all of these sectors, whether it is aviation or the electrical or electronics or industrial equipment. So the items which is necessary for such a thing is a bearing. Right, a bearing is actually necessary for all the equipments wherever there is a moving part, right? And also there are allied items with for bearing, that will be the related items will be belts and chains, which are necessary for any moving items. All right, to just give an idea about what bearing is, you might have seen this in your ceiling fans or mixies, right? This is basically a machine element that reduces the friction and helps for a easy movement between moving parts. All right, so with this understanding, let's move to the third part, where I'll be talking about one of the top bearing companies in India. If you see the technical analysis of this company, it has given a consistent returns to investors from the last 5 years. So if you see this chart carefully, whenever it has gone below the 50-day moving average, it has clearly bounced back, and it has always moved along the 50-day moving average. Right, and currently it is slightly below the 50-day moving average, and so this is a good opportunity for investors to invest in this company. And also to see some of the very basic fundamentals of this company, the sales has been growing consistently from last 10 years, from the levels of 300 crores to 2000 crores currently. And the company is making this sales quite profitably, with the net profit increasing from 33 crores in December 2019 to 143 crores in March 2021. So the company is Timken. Right, and to see further about what Timken does, it has a wide range of products in the industry, starting from bearings, which is their prime product. They also are into chains, drives, and gears and related stuff. Right, so with this, let's move to the fourth and the final part, to identify one of the high growth stock in the particular industry. Right. Again, to start with, this company is basically a high growth opportunity for investors, but it is quite a small company with a market cap of only 119 crores. Right, and then the ROCE and ROE is very attractive with a 23.9 and 18.6% respectively. And also the quarterly sales is quite encouraging, that is giving a 50% jump from quarter to quarter. To see the technical analysis of this company, it has given a massive returns to investors from a range of 40 rupees in 2017 to 400 rupees, which at the price which is currently trading. So some of the positives about this company is that the company is almost debt free and it is giving a good results every quarter, and the company has delivered good profits, almost about 36% CAGR in the last 5 years. So the company name is Galaxy Bearings Limited. So this was a short video. Please like my video and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.